the Swift Celebration 580. Just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these in person here on site. Inside the front locker, you have your 2 gas bottle tie downs, and then on the bulkhead you have your gas regulator itself. We do have the gas pipe work available here on site should we need it, or should you need it, sorry. Coming down the side of the caravan, you have your wind down legs on either side at the front, and you have your Alde heating flue. The Alde heating flue is there to allow the heating system to breathe, very much the same as on any of the other caravans, and that essentially you'll never cover that up, and that will just breathe as it needs to. On the side of the van, you've also got your water pump connection, which is very simple to use. Drop your pipe work down inside the acque roll, and you've got your blue trigger on the pump that locks into the side of the caravan, as you can see. To release it, you'll pull back the blue trigger and release it from the van. We've then got your battery box and your mains power lead coming to the side of the caravan from the power on site. Battery you have in there for your motor mover and the 12-volt systems on board the caravan. Then got your 2 fridge vents. The 2 fridge vents are very simply there to allow the heat out the back of the fridge system and to take some cool air in. And then they've got the gas flue on the top right hand side of the fridge there. Motor mover and wheel nuts. We'll talk the wheel nuts while you're here on site, so they've been tightened correctly. And we'll also demonstrate the motor mover so you can see that is all working. So the fresh water that goes in the front of the caravan here has to come out somewhere, and down the side of the van, just here, you have your 2 waste pipes. You'll have 2 bits of grey pipe that go into these large diameter holes, and they'll drop down into your waste master that sits down below it. Back of the caravan, you have your toilet flush tank. You'll open this up, put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to using the toilet. And then in the bottom, you have your toilet waste cassette, which you pull out by pulling up the orange handle. The neck here turns out 90 degrees, so you can tip the waste away. And the grey cap here is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. On the back of the cassette, you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away, it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. On the back of the caravan on either side, you've got your wind down legs again, just to stabilise the van, and again, you'd never lift the caravan with these, as again, it can potentially damage the floor of the van. Coming down the door side of the caravan, you've got the storage locker for underneath the seating bed area at the back of the caravan, your wheel and motor mover again, 3-pin socket coming out the side of the caravan, so you can have power coming out to your awning, underbed storage unit, underbed storage area, sorry, barbecue gas point, and the last wind down leg. So as you can see, we're now on the inside of the caravan. You've got your main power button here, so you've got power on. So above the door, when you come into the caravan, you've got power off and power on. You've got your mains power coming into the caravan here, and the mains power on the caravan here. You've got a light on the car to indicate when you're connected to the car to the caravan. If you've got all 3 lit up, you need to connect either the car or the power on site. You've got your leisure battery voltage on the left hand side, just here. You've got your view levels, which will bring up the view levels when you connect to the car or the caravan. You've got your water pump run just here. So, to fill the water system up, you're going to need to come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan. And underneath here, you're going to find your yellow drain down valve. That yellow valve needs to be parallel with the floor prior to filling the water system up. At that point, we're going to come over to the control panel, come over to each tap on board the caravan, and open them all up on the hot side of the water system. I'm only going to bleed the tap in the kitchen for now. As you can see, the guys are still in here cleaning the van, so I'm just going to climb past their gear. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the water pump on the main control panel. While the water system is filling up, as you can see at the moment, no water coming out of the tap, so I'm just going to run you through the heating and hot water control panel. On here, you've got indicator to say the heating pump is running, you've got mains power coming into the caravan, and you've got the current internal temperature of the caravan. You've got a power button down the bottom left hand side here for controlling whether this panel is off, on or off. If you press the menu button, it will take you into the options for the caravan, which I'll run you through in a moment. So on this control panel, you either have negative for putting the temperature down inside the caravan, or positive for putting the temperature up inside the caravan. Below that you have your water temperature. You've got water off when this bar is completely empty. You've got water on when this bar is halfway up. And then you've got water boost when this bar is completely up to the top here. Next one down is the amount of power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. You either have off, no mains power coming in, you can run the caravan on gas and 12 volts. You then have 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatts or 3 kilowatt depending on what caravan site you are on. If the site is 1 kilowatt, you'd set the control panel to 1 kilowatt. If it's 3, again obviously you'd set it to 3 kilowatts. Like I said, it will just depend on what caravan site you're on to what you set this to. At the bottom here, you have your option to run gas. So as you can see here, it will self-ignite on gas as long as the gas bottle is connected in the front of the caravan. And when it does ignite on gas, the green light here will be lit up to symbolise that. If it does fail to ignite, it'll come up with gas fail at the bottom of the screen. As I turn around now, you'll notice there is water running continuously out of every tap on board the caravan. So at that point, we can shut all of the taps back off, and then you'll be able to start warming the water through the control panel above the door. The next thing we're going to go to is the fridge system. I'm just going to turn off the water heating for now. The fridge system is very easy to use. You've got power on the left hand side here, and at the moment you can just about see it there. We're actually connected to mains power, so the fridge is working on the mains power. To control the temperature on the mains, you can use the button on the right hand side, and the higher these bars go, the colder the fridge will be. If we hit the gas button, the fridge will self-ignite on gas. If it failed to ignite, it'd actually start flashing the red warning light on the right hand side and the pilot light symbol here in the centre. Again, on gas you control the temperature on the button on the right hand side. If you want to run the fridge on 12 volt, so when you're towing down the road you can use the fridge as a cool box, you can hit the 12 volt mode just here, and that will allow the fridge to work as a cool box as long as you are connected to the car. If the car isn't connected, then it will flash as it is at the moment, and also that will do the same thing if you haven't got the correct connection on your car to the caravan. So that's the fridge system. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much like your household appliances with your igniter on the front. One little thing I'm just going to show you before I go on to the bathroom area is how to check if you've got mains power coming into the caravan. In the back of the van here, or in the side, underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan, you've got your master shutdown switch so you can turn all the power off internally. You've got your charger, your heating and hot water and your spare fuse on the end here. So you need to have both of these on when you're on site to allow the heating system to work and the charging system. If you want to check if you've got mains power coming into the caravan, you can hit this switch, and if this trips down it means there is power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you are on. On the left hand side here you have your 12 volt fuses for the 12 volt systems on board the caravan. And in the cupboard just below that you'll see you have a graph telling you what each of the 12 volt fuses is for and what each of the 240 volt fuses are for. The last thing when you go through this particular caravan is the toilet system in the bathroom. So in the bathroom you have your toilet, you have an electric flush on top of the toilet here, you have a toilet full indicator light to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself actually turns for your convenience, as you can see here. However, when you're removing the toilet cassette from underneath the van, you need to make sure it is pointing straight across towards the shower. Below the toilet, you'll actually find your toilet waste handle. When you want to use the loo, you'll open this toilet waste handle up. And when you're not using the loo, you'll put this handle back in the central position. You'll also need this handle in the central position if you are trying to move the toilet waste cassette from underneath the van. One thing to take note of is to watch your hands on the Aldi radiators as they do get extremely hot. So this is a Swift Celebration 580. If you have any further questions on the van, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Thank you for now. Bye bye.